we'll be continuing with the poem A Thing of Beauty. Half of the poem I have completed last day. Okay. First 13 lines I have completed. So I will be starting from page number 98. Before the last line, starting with such the sun, the moon. Okay. Starting with such the sun, the moon. Okay. Do you have any further questions from the last 13 to 14 lines? Do you have any further questions? Akash and Shaprabhu is there. Any question from your side? Or shall I proceed? Because this poem is rather a difficult one to understand. You have to understand it. Okay. So such the sun, the moon, trees, old and young, sprouting a shady boon. See, the sun, the moon, trees, these are all natural objects. Okay. So here the poet describes about the beautiful things in our nature which are present on earth. So you can see the sun's energy, the moon's light, trees' shade. Okay, so these are all beautiful things that are present on earth. So these sun, moon, trees, flowers and rivers, the poet says that all these things are blessing to us. Okay, you can see one line is there, sprouting a shady boon. That means these beautiful things, actually these beautiful things are also or always, it's just like a blessing to all of us, and it bestowed on all the creatures of the earth. So from all these beautiful things we get positivity. So despite of having sorrows, sadness in our life, we get positivity from all these beautiful objects of nature. Okay. So sprouting a shady boon. So this means that all the beautiful things, these are all blessing to all of us. Okay, these are all just like a blessing which bestowed on all the creatures by earth. Okay. And the trees, you know, it used to give us shade, so it is a positive thing to all the creatures which are present in the earth. So all the beautiful things, it may be a flower, it may be the sun, it may be the moon. Okay, so we can see beauty, we can realize, we can feel beauty. Okay, as you can see that beauty is an abstract thing. Okay, so we can sense it. Okay, so as we can sense the beauty, we can see all the beautiful things in our planet, and that bestow us with positivity, which help us, which boost us to live our livelihood. Okay. For simple sheep means for simple sheep creatures, other creatures, the creatures which are present in our earth. Even you can hear the poet just taken an instance of sheep. Okay, so this creature, when they used to roam around us, which makes our world lively. If you see a scenery where a beautiful scene where a flock of sheep, they are just grazing in the field, so it is a beautiful scenery in front of us. So this bestow us with a positive vibration. Okay. So, and such are daffodils with the green world they live in, and even the beautiful flower, the pretty flower daffodil, when it just get blooms during that time, when it is in the growing process, it makes our environment green and lively. So all these objects of nature, sun, moon, trees, even sheep, it is an example of a creature, even daffodils, flowers or animals. So their presence makes our world lively and bestow us with positivity. Okay, so in each and every object of nature you can see beautiful things. You can see a thing of beauty everywhere around us. And clear rills. Rills means small stream. Okay, so you can see also beauty in the flowing stream. Okay, how you can see, how you can feel the beauty? That for themselves a cooling covered make against the hot season. So it refreshes our mind. If you just sit beside a flowing river, flowing stream, it would refresh our mind. The beauty of the river would refresh our mind. So all these beautiful things refreshes us. So here the poet further describes that trees provides us with shade, flowers with their beauty, and rivers with their coolness during the hot summer season. So all these are the beauties of nature which are just like boon to all of us. I have already explained you. So the poet described all the beautiful objects of nature, and the poet also further added the fact that these objects of nature, these things of beauty, it is a boon to all of us. Why? Because it boosts our livelihood, it insists us, it's just make a desire in us to live our livelihood despite having sorrowness and sadness in our life. Okay. Even the mid forest break is fern, F-E-R-N, fern. Okay, a thick mass of fern is called break. So when the fern covered of the forest, you can also see beauty over there. So we can realize the beautiful things around us, and we have to only receive the positive vibration from all the beautiful things which would make our life happy. Okay, so up to this I have explained. So till this line, if you are having any question, you can ask any question. Any question? Others? Yes, Priyangshu is there. Okay. One more thing I would like to explain, all the poetic devices used here. Okay, you can see in page number 98, come to page number 98, the last line, trees old and young. You can see old and young, these two words are opposite words. Okay, these two words are opposite words. When these two opposite words are placed together, we call it antithesis, A-N-T-I-T-H-E-S-I-S. This is known as antithesis. When two opposite words are placed together in a line of a poem, we call it antithesis. Please mark it, antithesis, A-N-T-I-T-H-E-T-H-I-S. Okay, antithesis. Next, sprouting a sediment. Okay, sprouting a sediment. And in the next page, in page number 99, daffodils with the green world they live in. These are all the even clear rills, clear stream. Okay, these are all the examples of imagery. Okay, when we perceive any sense, when we used to think about these images in our mind, this can be reflected in our mind. So these are the imageries. Okay, so these sprouting a sediment, daffodils with the green world they live in, and clear rills. These are all the examples of imagery. You can sense it. You can perceive it with our sense. When you will read this line, if you will close your eyes, you can sense it. So this is an example of imagery. Okay, and next is, you can get alliteration also from page number 99. A simple sip. Sip are always very simple, humble creatures. So simple sip, S and S sound. Okay, so both two words starting with H sound, consonant sound. So this is an example of alliteration. Next you come to cooling covered. Both the words starting with C, consonant C. So again alliteration, you can get it. Okay. Reach with sprinkling of fear, marks rose bloom. Now I will start again the explanation. So the forest which are full of marks rose, it is one type of rose when it's just started to bloom. So these are all beautiful things, and all these are the things of beauty. So these natural objects, the marks rose, river, trees, sun, moon, daffodils, you can say, so these are the things of beauty which bestow us, which gives us a boon to lead our livelihood very happily. Okay. And such too in the grandeur of the dooms. Grandeur means here valor, V-A-L-O-U-R. Valor means bravery. So, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined of the mighty dead. Mighty means, you know, powerful. Or lovely tales that we have heard or read. So, not only the poet emphasizes only the natural object, the poet just focused on all the stories of the brave soldiers who laid down their lives, who died, who sacrificed their lives only for the protection of the people. So these stories are beautiful. These stories used to inspire us. These stories used to motivate us. So the thing from where we are getting the motivation, we are getting inspired, all these things are symbol of beauty. So these things are all beautiful things. Okay. An endless fountain of immortal drink. So all the beautiful things of nature that bestowed upon us by God is compared to an unending or never ending drink. It is an eternal drink. It is compared, the beautiful things are compared to the never ending drink. It will never come to an end. Okay. So the endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens brink, B-R-I-N-K. Brink means edge, E-D-G-E. Brink means edge. So here the poet wanted to say that this beautiful fountain of immortality, actually beauty is eternal, beauty is immortal, it never fades away with the passage of time. So this beautiful fountain of immortality upon us, bestowed upon us by God, this inspired us to live on and to maintain our faith in goodness. So despite having some gloomy memories, despite having sorrow and sadness in our life, we still urge to live. Why? Only for beauty. Because we are receiving positivity from the beautiful things which inspire us to live our livelihood. Pouring unto us from the heaven spring. So this beauties, we can say that this is eternal thing. This is actually immortal, and it helps us, it gives us the reason to live on this planet despite having so many sorrows, despite having so many gloomy memories in our life. So all these beautiful things brings us positivity. It brings nothing, it brings us positivity, which inspire us to live our livelihood despite having many sorrows, many sadness in our life. Okay. So in the last few lines, the poetic devices used here, marks rose blooms. Okay, marks rose bloom. This is an example of imagery. This is an example of imagery. Okay, grandeur of the dooms. This is also an example of imagery. And immortal drink, I have already said you, this is an example of metaphor. This is an example of metaphor. okay, and indirect comparison between two things is called metaphor. And immortal drink, you can say that all the beautiful things of nature is compared to an never ending drink, okay, it is compared with an eternal drink, okay. And you can get the alliteration. We have heard third line before the last line, okay, the third line before the last two lines, have heard. See, both the words starting with h sound, consonant sound, okay. So both this is an example of alliteration. So here the poet described about all the beautiful things of nature which inspire us, which motivate us to live our livelihood despite having all the sadness and sorrow in our life. I hope you have understood the poem. Any question from your side, please do ask. If you are having any question, because the poem you have to understand it very clearly. All the things are interrelated. You have to understand each and every word, each and every line very clearly, because it is written by a famous British romantic poet, John Keats. Any question? Any question you can ask. Others? Yes, others, any problem? Shaprobo clear. Okay. Okay. Okay, so in my next day, I would start the last poem of your syllabus, Aunt Jennifer's Tiger, and after that I will make you write the central idea of the poem. This is very, very important, and these two poems, you have to read it very nicely. One is the elementary school and another one is this poem, okay. And you cannot understand superficially, you have to understand word by word, line by line, okay. So these two poems are very, very important for your exam also. Thing of Beauty, another one is Elementary School, very, very important, okay. So till then, goodbye, thank you very much. Go through the poem once again at your home. If you are having any doubts, any confusion, ask me in my next class, and in my next class I will be starting with Aunt Jennifer's Tiger. Yes, thank you everyone. Yes, thank you.